In this video, we will solve Silverzone Olympiad 2022 math question paper for class 3. We will discuss exam tricks and explanations. If you like this video, please press on the like button and subscribe to our channel. So let's get started. Question number 1 is on your screen. Let's solve this together. There are two statements given. The first statement is saying that 3, 5, 9 and 11 are examples of even number. We know that these are all odd numbers. These are not even numbers. So this statement 1 is false. And statement 2 says 4, 6, 8, 10 are example of even numbers, which is correct because these are actually even numbers. So statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true. So this is our answer. Option B is the answer. Question number 2 is on your screen. Let's solve this together. If you have not solved this already, please feel free to pause and solve. So it says arrange the following numbers in ascending order. Then there are 5 numbers given. So as you can notice that 5433 is a 4-digit number and rest of the numbers are 3-digit number. So surely this is the largest one, right? Now if we apply the method of elimination, right? Method of elimination means we will not calculate all the answers. We will not consider all the answers. We will eliminate them one by one. So let's see whether we can eliminate some of these answers. For example, answer B, option B and option C, both are saying that 5433 is in the middle, right? 5433, the largest number is in the middle. So this cannot be the right sequence, okay? Now coming to option D, this can also be eliminated because 5433 is shown as less than 985, okay, which is also incorrect. So these three are incorrect. The only possible correct option is this one, which starts from 239, which is the smallest one, and goes until 5433. Okay, so smallest to largest. So this is ascending order, which is ascending order is basically what the question is asking from you. So this is the possible answer. Question number 3 is on your screen now. Let's solve this together now. So here you can notice that a word problem is given and then look at the options carefully. Okay, the first option says a statement, second option is a statement, the third option says both A and B are correct, and the fourth option says both A and B are incorrect. Okay, so we have to calculate both A and B and we have to see whether both of them are correct or both of them are incorrect or one of them are correct. Okay, so we have to calculate both these statements. Runs scored by Dhoni and runs scored by Rohit. Alright, so let's go to the sum now. So it says that Virat scores 124 runs, which is 10 more than Rohit. 10 more than Rohit, that means Rohit scored 10 less than Virat. Okay, so how much Rohit has scored? Rohit has scored Virat minus 10 because Virat has scored 124 and Rohit has scored 114. Now let's go to Dhoni's run. Okay, so Virat scored 124 runs, which is 20 less than the run scored by Dhoni. So Dhoni's basically scored 20 run more than Virat. Alright, so Dhoni's run is 124 plus 20, which is 144. Alright, okay, so now let's come to the options. The first option says the run scored by Dhoni is 134, which is wrong. 144 is the run scored by Dhoni. Second says the run scored by Rohit is 114, okay, which is correct. 114 is the run. So B is the correct option. Okay, B is the correct option. C and D are both incorrect options because C says both A and B are correct, both A and B are not correct, right? And D says both A and B are incorrect. That is also not true. One is correct, one is wrong. So this is also not correct. So B is the only option. Question number 4 is on the screen. Let's work this out. This is pretty easy. AM is a number which is greater than 92 and less than the predecessor of 98. So first of all, what is the predecessor of 98? 97, right? So the number has to be more than 92 and less than 97. Okay. So here you can see that all the options are more than 92 and less than 97, only except for this one. This is 97 itself, right? This is not less than 97. So that's why this is the right answer. The number cannot be 97. Question number 5 is on your screen now. Let's work this out together. If you have not completed yet, please feel free to pause and solve it. So it asks for the total cost of 10 liter coconut oil, 20 liters mustard oil and 30 liters of soybean oil. Okay, and the cost per 5 liters is given. Okay, please notice this cost per 5 liter. This is not a cost for 1 liter, this is cost per 5 liter. Okay, so this we have to multiply and we have to add this each one of the individual items. Let's take one by one. So for coconut oil, 5 liters cost is 453. So 10 liters will be 2 times. Okay, so 453 into 2, which is 906. Okay, for mustard oil, 365 is the cost for 5 liters. So for 20 liters, it will be 4 times, right? 365 into 4, which is 1460. And for soybean oil, it is 564 into 6, it is 6 times, right? So it is 3384. Now we have to add this up. Okay, we don't have to actually add this. We can apply a trick to save time. We can only check the ones place. Okay, we can only check the ones place and we can say the answer. For example, here 6 is at ones place, 0 is at ones place and 4 is at ones place. Okay, so if we add these three numbers, what will come in the ones place? 6 plus 4, 10. 10 means 0 will come at the ones place, right? 0 will come. Here you can check the answer. This is not 0. Here in the ones place there is no 0. Here in the ones place there is no 0. There is only one answer where the ones place is 0, right? So this will be the answer. Okay, you can actually sum these numbers and you can check the answer, but this is a quick trick to come to the answer. Okay, because the rest of the answers are all wrong, incorrect. So this is the answer. Question number 6 is on your screen now. Let's work this out. It says which of the following number will give remainder 1 when divided by 3 and remainder 2 when divided by 5. So for this one we can work out one by one. There are 4 options. So you know the best way to solve this problem is just to work out one by one. So first one is 25. 25 is actually can be divided by 5. So it doesn't give a remainder of 2 when divided by 5, right? So 25 is not correct option. It is divisible by 5. Okay, let's take the second one. Second one is 37. So 37 is not divisible by 3. 36 is divisible by 3. So when we divide by 3, 1 will be remainder, right? Because 3 into 12 equals to 36. And then 1 will be remainder. And then if we divide it by 5, 5 sevens are 35, right? So 35 and 2 will be remainder. Okay, so this number actually is meeting both the criterias. Okay, so this will be the answer. B will be the answer, and therefore we don't have to calculate C and D. So B is our answer. Question number 7 is on the screen now. Let's solve this together. If you have not solved it already, please feel free to pause and solve. So it says 3 by 5 equals to something by 25, right? This is a very easy sum if you know the equivalence of fraction. If you don't know equivalence of fraction, you can check out the video in the Learning Spark channel on equivalence of fraction and comparison of fraction. Okay, so equivalence of fraction says if it is 3 by 5, if we multiply the denominator and numerator both by the same number, then the fraction remains same. Okay, so we can see that the the denominator becomes 25. So how does 5 becomes 25? 5 can become 25 if you multiply it by 5, right? 5 into 5 equals to 25, and this by the same number you have to multiply the numerator so that the fraction remains same. Okay, so you have to multiply the numerator also by 5. So 3 5s are 15, right? And here the answer will be 15. Okay, so this will be our answer. Question number 8 is on your screen. So let's solve this now. It says that 17 by 15 minus 2 by 3 is same as dash, right? So this is, as you can see, this is a subtraction of fraction. So before you subtract a fraction, what you have to do is you have to make the denominator same. Okay, make the denominator same. So this 3 you have to convert it to 15. Okay, so you need the equivalence of fraction for that. So equivalence of fraction says that 2 by 3 equal to, if you want to make this 15, this denominator as 15, you have to multiply by 5, right? Because 3 5s are 15. And similarly, you have to multiply the numerator also by 5. So it will become 10. 2 5s are 10. So 10 by 15, right? So it will be 17 by 15 minus 10 by 15. Okay, so let's see which option says that. This is not correct option. This is not correct option. This is saying 17 by 15 minus 10 by 15, 7 by 15. So this C is the correct answer. Question number 9 is on your screen now. Let's solve this together now. If you have not solved this already, please feel free to pause and solve first. Okay, so we will proceed. 1 by 12 plus 3 by 4 is same as fraction represented by shaded part of dash, and then some figures are given at the answer, in the answer. So first we have to figure out what is this fraction, right? This is an addition of fraction, and before addition of fraction you have to make sure that the denominators are equal, okay, for both the fractions. So for this denominator to become 12, we have to consider the equivalence of fraction, right? So 3 by 4, we have to make the denominator as 12. So we have to multiply it by 3. 4 into 3 equals to 12. And then we have to multiply the numerator also with the same number so that the fraction remains same. And 3 into 3 equals to 9, right? So 9 by 12, it becomes 9 by 12. So 1 by 12 plus 9 by 12, this is the summation, which is becoming 10 by 12, right? So if there are total 12 parts, 10 of them has to be shaded. 10 of them has to be shaded. So 2 of them can be unshaded. 2 of them can be unshaded. Now let's go to the options, right? So first option and third option, you can see that 3 boxes are unshaded. So here there are total 12 boxes, but 3 boxes are unshaded. Here also there are total 12 boxes, 1 box is unshaded, right? So we can say that this is not the answer. But here you can see that the 2 boxes are unshaded, right? So here you can count there are 12 divisions and 2 are unshaded. So 10 are shaded. So we can say that this is the answer. Question number 10 is on the screen. Let us solve this now. Convert 50 hours into minutes. This is very easy. You have to just multiply this by 60 to convert hours into minutes, right? So 50 into 60. Okay, so 5 into 6 equal to 30, and then there are 2 zeros. 50 has 1 0 and 60 has 1 0, so 2 more zeros, right? So 5 into 6, 30, and then 2 more zeros, 3000. So this is going to be the answer. Question number 11 is on the screen. Let's solve this now. You can try it yourself by pausing the video. So we will proceed now. Ramya buys a pen for 18 rupees 18 and an eraser for 5. How much money does she give back if she has given does she get back if she has given 50 rupees 50 note to the shopkeeper? Pretty easy. So she has bought 2 items, right? Pen and eraser, and 18 plus 5, these 2 are the numbers. Okay, so 23 is the total cost of the goods that she has bought, right? So how much will she get back if she gives 50 rupees note? 50 minus 23, so 27. So straight away we can see this is the answer. Question number 12 is on the screen now. We will go to the answer now. So we see Pawan bought 16 bananas and 8 apples. If he pays 4 for each banana, 7 for each apples, then in the whole shopping, for which fruit he has paid more and by how much? So the banana, number of bananas are given and per banana cost is given. Similarly for apple also, number of apples and per apple cost. So total cost you can calculate, right? So for bananas, how much total money has been spent? 16 into 4, right? 16 into 4, so 64. And for apples, 8 apples, and all each of the apples cost 7 rupees, right? So 7 into 8, which is 56. Okay, so now the question is which fruit he has paid more and how much. Okay, so for bananas we can see that he has paid more, and how much? 64 minus 56, which is 8. Okay, so D, option D gives the correct answer, that for banana we have paid more and 8 rupees we have paid more. Okay, so this is the correct answer. We will be doing question number 13 now. So let's solve this together. If you haven't solved it already, please feel free to pause and solve. So it says that the total number of apples shown below is 984 grams. Then what is the weight of 5 apples? Okay, so here we will use unitary method, because there are how many apples given? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So the total weight of 8 apples are given. We have to first we have to find out what is the weight of 1 apple, and then we have to find out what is the weight of 5 apple. Okay, and this is called unitary method. So weight of 1 apple is 984 by 8, because there are 8 apples total and total weight is 984, so 123 grams is weight of 1 apple, and then you find out weight of 5 apples, which is 123 into 5, which is 615 grams. So the right answer is B. Question number 14 is on your screen now. Let's solve this together. So it is saying that, okay, first let me tell you that this figure I am calling this as flask, and this is the figure I am calling this as jar. Okay, so from the first figure we can see that 3 flasks equal to 1 jar, and from the second figure we can see that 2 jars equal to 900 ml. Okay, so let's start with this one. Let's start with this one, because from this one we can get the capacity of a jar. So if 2 jars equal to 900 ml, then 1 jar will be 900 by 2 equals to 450 ml. Simple, right? So this is the capacity of 1 jar. Now let's go to this particular figure. So here it says that 3 flasks equal to 1 jar, and we have got the capacity of 1 jar now, 450 ml from here. So that is 3 flasks. So 1 flask will be 450 by 3, right, which is 150 ml. Okay, so we have now got the capacity of flasks also. Now let's add these two, because the question is what is the total capacity of 1 flask plus 1 jar. So 1 flask plus 1 jar equals to, for flask it is 150, for jar it is 450. So the total capacity of 150 plus 450 equals to 600 ml. Okay, so B is the right answer. Question number 15 is on your screen. Let's solve this together now. If you haven't solved it, please feel free to pause the video and solve it first. So let's proceed. So it says that a cow gives 32 liter 750 milliliter milk on Monday, and 29 liter 920 milliliter milk on Tuesday. On which day it gives less milk and by how much? So we have to just compare these two figures. Liter is the bigger unit of these two. So we have to see, this is 32 liter, this is 29 liters. So this is the bigger liter. So this is the bigger number basically. So the cow gives more milk on Monday, right? And then we have to subtract this 32 from 29 from 32, and it gives us 2 liter and 830 milliliter, right? This is a normal subtraction, you can work it out. And so the answer will be D. So the cow gives less milk on Tuesday, and how much less? By 2 liter 830 milliliter. Question number 16 is on your screen now. It says identify the shape similar to the following object, and then it gives a photo of a mobile phone, and it gives 4 options here. So let's check out what are the shapes of the following options. Cuboidal is this shape. It's a 3D shape where the height, length, breadth are different, right? They are not equal. Cube is similar, but here the height, length, breadth all are equal. Okay, this is also a 3D shape. For cylindrical, there's a circle at the top and the bottom, and then it connects these two circles. And then spherical is just like a ball, right? So now if we come back to the figure, this figure, the height, length, breadth are not equal here, right? This is a 3D shape, so it looks like a cuboidal shape. It's not a cube, it is a cuboidal shape. Okay, so that's why A is the right answer here. Question number 17 is on the screen. So let's work out the answer. It says which of the following statement is correct. So the easier way would be to work out the statements. Let's do it one by one. So for A, it says there's a triangle has 4 lines, which is not correct, right? We see that there are 3 lines. B says a square 1 2 3 4 lines, but it says has 5 lines, so this is false. C says 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is a hexagon, and it says that it has 6 lines, which is a correct statement, right? So C is the correct option here. Question number 18 is on the screen. Okay, let's work this out. It says identify the correct statement. So statement A says there's a vertical line here and it says this is a horizontal line, which is incorrect. Then B is, there's a horizontal line, completely horizontal, and it says it's a slanting line. Slanting line will have some kind of a slant, right? It's not a complete horizontal line. So this is not a slanting line. Okay, so this is incorrect. Now this is a slanting line. This is a slanting line, but it says that it's a vertical line. Okay, but this is not a vertical line, so this is also incorrect. And option D, this is a curved line, and it also says it's a curved line. Okay, so this is a correct statement. So D is the correct option here. Question number 19 is on the screen. Okay, now let's work this out together. If you have not solved already, then you can try pausing the video. Okay, so it says that the following bar graphs shows the number of viewers who watch the 4 different TV channels. So Pogo, Cartoon Network, Animal Planet and Nat Geo. And then there is a question, how many more viewers watch the Pogo channel than Cartoon Network channel? Right, so we have to take out the numbers of the viewers of Pogo channel and the viewers of Cartoon Network channel. Okay, so let's see how many people has watched the Pogo channel. So the Pogo channel goes until this. So if we draw a line over here, it will come to 600, right? So 600 people have watched Pogo. And then Cartoon Network, if we draw a line here, it will come to 300. Okay, so 300 people have watched Cartoon Network. Okay, so Pogo is 600, Cartoon Network is 300, and we need the difference. How many more people have watched Pogo channel? So 600 minus 300 equals to 300. So B is the answer over here. Question number 20 is on the screen now. Okay, let's solve this. How many girls are there in the class if a symbol of girl represents 4 girls? Okay, this is very simple because this is a symbol of girl. So how many symbols are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 symbols are there. Each symbol represents 4 girls, 4 actual girls, right? So how many girls will be there? 9 into 4, 9 into 4. So 36. So the right answer is 36. Number 21 is on the screen now. Okay, so let's solve this. There is a number series given here and it says that the missing number we need to find out. This is the missing number. Okay, so the first thing to do is to understand what is the pattern, what is the number series, logic of the number series, right? So let's see, one thing is that this is reducing, this is gradually reducing. So let's see what is the difference between 55 and 50. It is 5. 50 and 46, it is 4. 46 and 43, it is 3, right? And then 43 to 41, it is 2, and then it is 1. So the difference is like this, okay? Minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, and then there will be minus 2 and minus 1. So if this is minus 5, what would be the previous one? It would be minus 6, right? Because it is reducing gradually, this difference, right? So this will be minus 6, okay? And if it is minus 6, what would this number be? This would be 55 plus 6, right? Because this would be bigger number than 55. So the number would be 61, okay? So this is the answer, basically, 61. Question number 22 is on the screen. Let's work this out. It says find the missing number in the number pattern given below. So this is the missing number. Okay, so first let's find out what is this pattern, right? So there are 2 kinds of shapes. One is circle and one is square. So these are different shapes. What does it tell us? It tells us that we have to use this 4 number to derive this number or to get to this number. Okay, use these 4 numbers. So how do we use these 4 numbers to get to this number? So one possible option can be 8 plus 9 plus 11 plus 10. If we add these numbers, we get 38. Okay, Now let's check whether the same logic works here also in the second one. Then we will understand that this is the right logic. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If we add 1, 2, 3, 4, we get 10, which is written in the square. So we understand that this is the logic. This is the correct logic. Now we have to find out the number here. So we have to just add these four numbers. 17 plus 18 plus 10 plus 13, which gives us 58. So the answer will be 58. Question number 23 is on the screen now. Let's work out the answer together now. It says if L is a sister of M and N is a brother of M's son, then how is L related to N? Okay. So for this kind of problems, you should first draw a family tree. This will be much easier to solve. Okay. So let's see this. So L is M's sister, right? L is the sister of M. So we have drawn in the same level. Brother, sister, these are represented in the same level, cousin, etc. And if it is son, daughter, or nephew, niece, then it is the bottom level. Okay, it goes one generation down. All right. This is how family tree is drawn. So L is M's sister, and it is written that N is the brother of M's son. N is the brother of M's son. So M has a son and N is the brother of that son. Okay. Now we have to find out the relationship between L and N. Now let's notice some of the things. First of all, L is a female, okay, because she's a sister, right, of M. Okay. So father, this answer is not possible. Father is not possible. Okay. Now second one is one level higher up in the family hierarchy than N. So N is in this level, L is at the top level. I mean, it's not at the same level of N, right? So L cannot be sister of N, okay, because they are not at the same level. L cannot be sister of N. So this is also out. Okay. So two possible answers, mother and aunt. Mother, we have no information to say that it's a mother, L is N's mother. Okay. There's nothing in this sum that tells that L is N's mother. So the only possible option is L can be N's aunt. Okay. So the correct answer in this case will be aunt. Okay. Question number 24 is on the screen now. So let's solve this together. It says that in a class of 100 students, the rank of Raj is 26th from the top, rank of Prem is 40th from the bottom. Okay. How many students are sitting between Raj and Prem? Let's draw a diagram to represent this so that it is clear to us. So total 100 students, this is a pool of 100 students. Raj is 26th student from the top, right? So what does this mean? 26th student means that there are 25 students and then there is Raj, right? So total 25 plus 1, 26 students, including Raj. Including Raj, there is 26 students. Similarly, if we start from bottom, it says Prem is 40th from the bottom, right? 40th means there are 39 students and then there is Prem. Okay, so total 40 students including Prem. Okay, so this is 40 students including Prem and this is 26 students including Raj, and we have to find out only this portion excluding Raj and Prem, only this portion, right? So it is pretty easy because we know the whole thing is 100, this is 26 and this is 40. So the the students which are in between Raj and Prem will be 100 minus 26 minus 40. You have to just subtract these two portions and it comes 100 minus 66 equal to 34. So the answer is 34. Okay, question number 25 is on the screen now. and let's solve this together now. So it tells us to find out a mirror image of the following figure. Okay, so before we jump into this problem, let's describe some of the properties of mirror image. Okay, the first thing is that the first rule is that the closest figure from the mirror will form the closest mirror image. Okay, so for example, here 3 is closest to the mirror and 6 is farthest from the mirror. So in the mirror image also 3 will come first and 6 will be the farthest. 6 will be somewhere here and 3 will be the closest to the mirror. Okay, and second thing is the figure will reverse itself around the mirror axis. Okay, so this figure, for example, you see this diagram now. Here, you know, 3, the closest portion of 3 will be the closest in the mirror image also. Okay, closest from the mirror, and this is the farthest point from the mirror, and in the mirror image also this will be the farthest point from the mirror. Okay, and therefore this gets reversed, this whole image gets reversed in mirror image. Okay, so with these two rules, now we will look into the option one by one. Let's see option A. In option A, we see that the first 3, this is not reversed. Okay, this 3 and this 3 is exactly the same, which is not possible in the mirror image. So this is not the answer. Second one, you know, 3 is not closest to the mirror. So we know that this 3 is closest to the mirror. So in the mirror image also 3 has to be the closest one. But here 3 is not the closest one. So this is not the answer. Third one, we will come to the third one because this is the answer. Let me explain the other one so that you know why this is not the answer. 5 and 2 are not reversed. Okay, so 3 is reversed here. 3 is the first one, which is correct. 1 is the second one, just further from 3. So 1 is the second one here, which is correct. Then comes 5, but this 5 is not reversed. This 5 and this 5 is exactly the similar one. Okay, which cannot be possible in the mirror image. So this is not correct. Okay, and this is the one which is correct. 3, 1, 5, 2, 6, 6. Everything is reversed. Okay, everything is a mirror image, and also 3 comes first, 1 comes second, then comes 5, then comes 2, then comes 6 and 6. Okay, so this is the right answer. Question number 26 is on the screen now. So it says that 8 container of oil can fill a tank completely if the tank can hold maximum of 34 liter 920 milliliter of oil, then each container will hold how much oil, right? So total 8 containers will give this much of oil, and so each one container will have this figure by 8. Okay, this much of oil. Now to do this division quickly, what we will do is we can we have a number on L and ml, right? This is 2 units are there. So the good thing is that, I mean, the trick is that to convert this into 1 unit so that you can do it quickly. Okay, so the smallest one preferably is ml. So let's convert everything into ml and then divide by 8. Okay, so 34 liter 920 ml equals to 34920 ml. Now we have a number here, so let's divide this number by 8. Okay, which is 4365. Now let's put it back into liter and milliliter, which is 4 liter and 365 milliliter. Okay, and this is the answer C. Question number 27 is on the screen. Okay, let's try to solve this now. So box A is heavier than box B. So how much heavier is given? Box B is lighter than box C. How much lighter is also given. If the weight of box C is 45 kg, so the weight of box C is given, then the weight of box A is how much? Okay, so let's do it one by one, step by step. Okay, the first one, I think the first trick should be to convert everything into one unit. Right, so here the smallest unit, preferably the smallest unit, you should convert into. Here the smallest unit is gram. Okay, so let's convert everything into gram. So the weight of C is 45 kg, means 45,000 gram, right? So the weight of B will be 45,000 minus 9250, because box B is 9 kg 250 gram lighter than box C. Lighter means it is less, right? It is less than box C. So box C is 45,000 gram minus 9250. We have again converted this into gram. So 45,000 into minus 9250 equal to 35750. This is the answer. Now let's calculate the weight of box 1. Box A. The box A's weight is heavier than box B. So 16 kg 360 gram heavier than box B. Okay, so 16 kg 360 gram we have converted again into gram, and box B's weight is this much. We have already got that, right? So these two we will add together because A is heavier, so we will add this together and we get this one, this figure, okay, which is 52 kg 110 gram, and that is your answer here. Question number 28 is on the screen now. So let's solve this together now. So it says find the product of A and B in the subtraction given below, and then the subtraction is given. Here is A and this is B. Okay, so let's first find out what are the values of A and B, right? So here you can see that in the ones place 8 minus B equal to 9. Okay, 8 minus B equal to 9. 9 is a bigger figure than 8, so we have to borrow 1. Okay, so this will ultimately be 18. So 18 minus B equal to 9, right? 18 minus B equal to 9. So ultimately B will be 9. 9 and 9 equal to 18. So B equals to 9. So we have got the value of B now. Okay, now let's come to the value of A, right? So remember we have borrowed 1 from this this particular tens place. So this will be A minus 1. A minus 1 minus 7 equal to 8, right? So so if we add this 7 and 8, this will be 15, right? 15, and if we add another 1, because this was A minus 1, so if we add another 1 it will be 16, right? And 16 means that it will borrow 1 from here, and this actually the A's values is 6. If this is 6, then this becomes 16, and 16, and then it further borrows 1, so this becomes 15, and 15 minus 7 equal to 8. So this fits properly if this is 6, right? So the value of A is 6, and then therefore the value of A and B, A cross B, A multiplied by B equals to 6 into 9 equals to 54. Okay, so the answer is 54. Question number 29 is on the screen now. Okay, let's work this out now. So it says how many different line segments are there in this figure given below. Okay, so let's find this out. Let's count this. First we will go for the line segment which were the smallest line segment, the smallest ones, and then we will count the line segments which were the larger line segments, which forms by joining more than one line segments. Okay, so let's see first what are the smallest line segments here. Okay, AB for example, BD, DG, these are smallest line segments. Okay, now if you count these tick marks, These are all smallest line segments. You will see that there are 16 smallest line segments that are there, which are not combination of any other line segments. Okay, and then there are a couple of other line segments which are formed by the combination of other line segments. For example, AD is a combination of AB plus BD. Okay, and then DF means DE plus EF. Okay, so these are combinations of line segment, bigger line segments. How many bigger line segments are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can count, there are 7 bigger line segments. So 16 smallest line segments and then 7. So 16 plus 7, total 23 line segments are there. But 23 is not given as an answer. There is one answer called none of these. So this will be our answer because 23 is not present. Question number 30 is on the screen now. Let's solve this together now. So there are two diagrams given here. So picture 1 says 16 apple equals to 24 potatoes. You can count them, 16 here, 24 here. And then the picture 2 says 6 potato plus 10 gram equals to 200 plus 50, so 250 grams. Okay, so from the second picture we can find out the weight of potatoes very easily, right? We have to actually find out the weight of 3 apples, but to find out the weight of apples, first we have to find out the weight of potato from this particular picture. Okay, so let's start with that. 6 potato plus 10 grams equal to 250 grams. So 6 potato equals to 250 minus 10, so 240 grams, right? 240 grams. So we have to find out the weight of 1 potato. This is unitary method because we have to find out now the the weight of 24 potatoes. So before that we have to find out the weight of 1 potato, which is 240 by 6, which is 40 grams. Okay, now let's see, 16 apples equal to 24 potatoes, right? And each potato is 40 grams. So 24 into 40, total 960 gram. So 1 apple equals to 960 divided by 16, because 16 apples equal to 960 grams. So 1 apple equals to 960 divided by 16, which is 60 grams. 60 grams. So 3 apples will be 60 into 3, so 180 grams. Okay, so the answer will be 180 grams. If you like this video, please press on the like button. This will help us understand what type of videos you would like to see, and do share your comments as well. You can also subscribe to our channel to get Olympiad practice questions, solved papers and tutorial videos on a regular basis. Thank you.